Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob here. Well, welcome to Saturday. It's our Saturday seance. And today, Psychic Bob's had a busy day. This morning I taught my psychic development class. We had a great turnout. And I want to say thank you to all of you who came out and joined that class. We had a really fascinating time. We worked on channeling art and connecting with an artist's spirit. And I have to tell you, I had an amazing experience. I channeled Salvador Dali, and Dali came through me, and this is the artwork that I channeled through that he created with me. So let's see if you guys can see that. How do you like that, huh? Anyways, I'm going to have this on my website tomorrow, and you guys will be able to get a copy of it if you like it. But this is my Dali channeled painting. I don't know what the name of it is. He didn't tell me the name, but we'll find out. Maybe I'll just call it Dali Channeling #1. But how do you guys like that? A lot of you like modern art, but that channel threw me today. I think it's kind of cool looking. So I'm gonna frame that, I think, but I'm gonna scan it and I'll put it up on my website for you guys to look at in more detail and have a copy. So be back here on Sunday, and we'll have more on that. By the way, speaking of Sunday, make sure to be here because on Sunday night we're gonna have a live stream broadcast at 7 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. That's 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 p.m. Pacific time. For those of you in London, I believe right now it's going to be 4 hours rather than 5 hours. So it'll be at 11 o'clock. So you guys get a little early start. 11 o'clock London time, midnight Paris time. I hear that the European clocks go back next week on the 28th. So until we get to the 28th, your England is 4 hours ahead of or behind, excuse me, 4 hours ahead of us, and Paris is 5 hours until the 28th. Then it'll be back to the normal. Anyways, I'll let you know as the time change. So be here tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern U.S. time or whatever time zone you're in. We're going to have a live stream, Sunday night hangout. I'll share the artwork again. We'll talk about that. We're going to do psychic readings for all of you. Well, today is Saturday, and I haven't done it in a while just because I've been so busy, but I've been missing doing some trance channeling. And I thought today we'd do some trance channeling and see what the spirit people have. So make yourselves comfortable and sit back. I'm going to take the lights down. I like a little more subdued lighting. So just hang with me as I get that set up. All right, so I brought the lights down. It's a softer lighting. Some channels work in bright light or broad daylight. Doesn't matter. It just depends on what you as a channel like to do. I find just a little softer light helps me to be a better channel to go into a deeper trance. So I'm going to settle down in trance. And by the way, for those of you who have never seen this, this is called trance channeling. And what happens in the process is I go into a trance state. The spirit people overshadow my consciousness and they take temporary control and speak through me. Now, I want to emphasize the word temporary. They don't possess me or own me. It's just a sharing of energies, a blending of my consciousness with theirs. I let my consciousness recede and their consciousness come forward. And that's what it is. So don't be worried. I sometimes get panicked letters from people worrying that I'm possessed and I'm never going to come out of my possession. It's not possession. It's trance channeling. And there is a very big difference. So don't worry that if you've never seen this before, it may seem a little strange to you. Just relax and know that I'm fine. I trust and know my spirit guides very well and they've never hurt me. So I welcome you. You are here in my home, which really, in a sense, you are virtually. I'll just have you pull up your chairs. We're going to sit in a little seance circle. So pull up your chairs and join our seance circle, and let's see what the spirit world has. I'm going to go under trance, and I'll see you when I get back. Oh, greetings, this is Fletcher. Give us just a control moment here to get control. We've got to get control of the medium's vibration. Oh, there's a lot of electrical static in the air today. So it might take us just a little bit to get control here. Hold on just another moment. Oh, there we go. Much smoother now. Oh, well, it's so good to be back with all of you. You know, whenever those of us who reside over here in the spirit world get a chance to come and visit, well, it's a great thrill for us. It's nice to be able to bring our voices back to the earth realm and have some interaction with you humans. You know, since coming over here to the spirit world, I tell you, I've never been so amazed at as I've been looking back at the earth. And do you know that right now you all are at a time of great opportunity? Oh, it's true, there's a lot of challenges on the earth right now. Oh, we don't mind saying that that's the truth, you know, we can't deny it. But we're also seeing a lot of light, and each of you are getting a lot of soul growth now. So remember that if you're feeling a little overwhelmed, just pause. Let us help you. We from the spirit world want to come in, guide you, but you got to settle down just a little bit to be hearing our voices. And if you call on me, say, "Hi, Fletcher, give me a word of knowledge." Well, I'll do my best to get to you and help you. But even if I can't come personally because I'm tied up, I've got a lot of people over here in the spirit world. So those of you who be needing a spirit guide, call on me and I'll help match you up with somebody good. Well, I got a few people want to be say hello today, so I'll be stepping out from our medium. This is Fletcher over and out. We have obtained the body. Good afternoon. There are many here today who have gathered because you have heard the calling of our world. The spirit world is always reaching out to those of the earth that we might help you through your difficulties, your situations and trials. As Fletcher has said, there is much trouble and tribulation upon the earth these days. Many people are feeling lost. Their careers have been challenged, their lifestyles have been challenged, their daily routines have been upset. Across the world there is great restlessness, and we of the spirit world understand this. Humans are creatures of habit, and when I myself lived upon the earth, I liked a certain level of routine each day, a certain stability. If you feel that your day has been destabilized, if your routine has been upset, we encourage you to stop, to look at it and say, how might I use this opportunity for a new beginning? Many of you have begun the spiritual journey. Your isolation, your social distancing, your stay-at-home orders have forced you to stay in and face yourselves. In the material world, it is very easy to get hit by distractions, so much so that you never even notice your own journey of your soul. But for many of you, staying at home, staring at the four walls, as they say, has brought you an awareness that there is more than the material world. You've had to look at your inner self, your inner truth, your inner voices. For some, this has been a very challenging time, difficult and most painful. But know that through the pain, there is the opportunity for change, for advancement, for self-awareness. We of the spirit world do not come to control your lives, to demand that you do things our way. We come simply to present to you an option, an opportunity, a chance to try a different path. If you choose to disregard the advice of the spirit guides, there will be no penalty from us for you. For each path that you walk is your own decision, your own choice. We only show to you ways that we feel may be of benefit to you. Some people say on the earth, why should I listen to a spirit? What good could they do? What influence could a spirit guide have? We understand your lack of belief, your disbelief, your skepticism. But understand that those of us who come and speak from the spirit world We have all lived earthly lives, and so we speak from a perspective of having lived life and crossed to the other side. I can tell you that in my own journey since coming to the other side, I have been able to understand things with a greater clarity and ease than ever when I was on earth. In the spirit world, you're not hampered by hostilities, hostile aggression, negativity. In our world, the only sorrow that exists is the sorrow of missed opportunity. Many arrive here and look back upon their earthly lives and realize that there is much they left undone, much that they could have done. And so the pain of regret is real and exists even in heaven. There are those upon the earth who will tell you there is no sorrow in heaven, and to a large degree that is true. Yet you do not suddenly become ignorant of your past, of your journey. So know that that which you do upon the earth will stay with your mind, your consciousness, and your heart. It is for this reason we of the spirit world encourage you to make good choices. Make choices that are in alignment with love, with truth, with peace. If you align yourself with these virtues, then your life on earth will be smoother, and your return to the spirit world will be one of joy rather than of regret. Know that every idle word that you speak, and Jesus said this, every idle word you speak, you will be held to account. This is true, for you will have a life review when you come here. And in your life review, you will come to understand how your words were beneficial to others, or how your words were destructive to others. Know that the words carry power. Your very words, your very speech is the vibration of your soul, of your mind, of your consciousness, externalized. As you think, so you are. And so if you think high thoughts and good things, you elevate your consciousness and you will do good in the world. If you think in negative terms, selfishness, loathing, hatred, you lower your vibration and you will bring into the world sorrows that need not exist. The choice truly is yours. As I have said earlier, we of the spirit world do not control, nor condemn, nor cajole. We invite you to find that which is true and good in your own soul. Honor that, treasure it, make it your truth, and live by it. And in so doing, you will raise your vibration. And as you raise the vibration, you become closer to our world. And you will start to remember, or at least have small glimpses of what it is that you left. When you come to the earth, your consciousness is veiled. For if you remember our world, you should never be able to live in the earth realm. The beauty and the purity and the light here are beyond anything that you can fathom in your earthly mind. And it is made such that you do not remember for your own well-being. Some of you have traveled throughout the world, and some of you have had the experience of arriving at a foreign destination and suddenly feeling as if your home were far, far away and you would never see it again. And the sorrow and anxiety that overcome you is called homesickness. If you could remember everything that you knew from our world, you would have a homesickness that would drive you to madness. And it is for this reason that your memory is clouded whilst on earth. The danger, though, of the clouded mind is that you will abandon all spiritual principles and go away different in your path. And if you are worried that you are not on the right path, sit down and meditate. Align yourself with your light, your inner light, and then call upon the angels and guides. Those of us who dwell in the realms of light will come and help you. You need not walk alone, nor in fear. So trust your inner voice, trust your wisdom. Let yourself be aligned with the higher power, and then you shall know truth, and you will be empowered to move forward on your journey. Fletcher has informed me that there's others who wish to speak. So I shall leave you with these thoughts. Please call upon me if I may be of service to you. My name is is Alfred. Greetings, my dears. This is Rose. I do hope that you can hear me out there. You know, whenever I listen to Alfred, I'm so inspired. This man's wisdom enlightens me. Now, I know some of you will say, but Rose, you're already a guide. How can you be enlightened? My dears, try to understand this. In the spirit world, even the most exalted souls, of which I am not one, my dear, even the most exalted souls have the opportunity yet to grow. Over here we refer to God as infinite intelligence. Infinite intelligence is not some static person on a throne. God, if you will, is an earthly term for infinite intelligence. And either of these terms can be used, God or infinite intelligence. But the truth is, my dear, neither of the terms really describe the ultimate in divinity. If you were to think of God as the most loving of fathers, the vast cosmic spirit through which all life was created, and if you were to take that understanding and realize that it's not even 1/1,000,000th of the beginning of the truth, you should have a beginning, I suppose, of the understanding of what God is. I do prefer the spiritualist term of infinite intelligence. For when we use the term God, many people on the earth have abused that term, and many humans end up in frightful situations where they shy away from the very loving Father, and their lives become devoid of His love. God never abandons anyone, but people do abandon God. You know, in my own earthly life, I really did not give much heed to the light of God. For me, my church going was all show. A little bit of money in the collection plate, a little fine hat to wear. Oh, I'd listen to the vicar and agree with his sermon, I suppose somewhat, half-heartedly. I did not know in my earthly life what it was to love God. And because I did not give God a priority, I was left to my own devices. It is true that God will never abandon us, but we can abandon God. And so through my vanity and ignorance, I did not let the blessed soul of infinite intelligence align with my soul. Oh, what a mistake it was, my dears. I implore all of you, try if you can today to just say, Father, Mother God, infinite intelligence, bring to me your presence this day. Bring to me your light, your knowledge, your love. I can assure all of you that if you were to pray such a prayer, however brief and simple that might be, your lives would open a current of love. If you feel that you're alone, know that there are at least two people who are concerned about you. One is your spirit guide, who is always with you, and the other is God, Father, Mother God, infinite intelligence, wherein the Godhead that exists male and female. For if we are all made in the image of God, as it has been said in many religions around the world, does God not have a mother aspect? Of course God does. Many of you here tonight are fearful. You say, I don't want to hear about God. Not really interested in that, Rose. But my dears, it is because of God that I am here with you. God has given me permission to come back to the earth. to speak through this medium, to bring messages of hope, of truth, and of light to all of you. Do not forsake the opportunity that is present to begin your journeys of love and light. You never will walk alone, my dear. God is with you. Infinite intelligence inspires you. And we of the spirit world will come and lead you along that journey. Some of you today are saying, Rose, if you knew how difficult my journey was, you wouldn't even begin to help me. If you knew how much evil I've done, you'd never help me. My dears, those of us who dwell here, many of the guides and angels, well, not the angels, my dear, they're perfect, but many of the guides have lived difficult, challenging lives. Some of them even lived shameful lives. But this is the mercy of infinite intelligence, that your sins can be forgiven. You can and will be embraced by our world, and you can transform from a hideous creature of demonic darkness into a being of light that outshines the very sun of your earth. It is difficult for those of you here entangled in earth life to understand this now, but you must trust me. I invite you, begin this day to offer your prayer. Ask God to help you. If you do not like the term God, call on Goddess, call on your Father and Mother in heaven, call upon the Spirit, the Great Spirit. The names are unlimited for this being of infinite intelligence, and in him and her exists nothing but love. If you're afraid that you've done great things of wrong, this force will love you. It will guide you to correct you, my dears. But in so doing, you will have love and support to change your ways. Some of you here tonight have fallen into addictions, alcohol, drugs, promiscuity. The things that enthrall the flesh are temporary. If you struggle with those, my dears, we of the spirit world can lead you back into the arms of God. You need not struggle alone, for you have at least one spirit guide who loves you, and the infinite intelligence, God, Goddess, Father, Mother, God love you, my dears. Let us help you. Call on us today. Open your minds and hearts, and you shall be saved. You shall be brought back to wholeness. You shall find peace, my dears. Fletcher says the medium's power is starting to wane, so we shall not beleaguer the point nor tax his body beyond what he can endure. But I must say to each of you tonight, thank you, my dears, for receiving me. And I am very thankful for our medium here, who allows me to temporarily use his body as a vehicle to transport myself to you. I am only a whisper away, my dear, and you can call upon me. Those of us in the spirit world live to commit service, to continue to help, to guide, to bless all of you. The power is starting to fade now, and I do feel myself fading with it. So we invite each of you, call upon us in the spirit world. We shall come to you. No. My name is Ruth. Well, Tubies, I'm back from my trance, and I tell you, I love to channel. Whenever I come back, I feel so exalted. Sometimes a little lightheaded, a little dizzy. I got to ground down a little bit. But I thank you guys for joining our seance circle today. I hope you've enjoyed this. Tell me in the box below, was this seance helpful? Do you like me doing that? Do you want me to keep doing them every Saturday? And have you ever sat with a trance channel before? And what's your experiences like? Anyway, share your thoughts with me. Let's have a conversation in the box below. Listen, make sure to be back here tomorrow night on Sunday. We've got a live stream Sunday night hangout. I'm going to hopefully have my art posted on my website later tonight or early tomorrow so you can go see this picture that I channeled today. And, while you're over at my website, pop over to PsychicBob.com. You can read about my work. You can buy a reading over there. And also, register for my psychic development class. This upcoming week, we're going to work on how to deliver spirit messages, how to receive messages from those who reside in the spirit world and bring those to people. So if you've been interested in learning to deliver psychic messages, come to our class on Saturday. It's only $30. It's a 2-hour class where I train you one-on-one to access your psychic skills, and we look at where you are and how to get better with that. And even if you've never done anything psychic, this class is for you. It doesn't matter what level you're at, just come and join us. We have a really great community, and so many people have come. We had a bunch of new people today, and they seem to really enjoy it, and I think they'll be back too. So every Saturday we have it on Zoom. The class is held on Zoom from 12 p.m. Eastern to 2 p.m. It's a 2-hour class. You can register over at PsychicBob.com. Once you register there, I will get your information. Just hit the PayPal button, enter your information. That'll be your registration. And then about half an hour before the class on Saturday, I will send you to your email the link to join the class. So I hope you guys will come out and join us. You guys are best. I love all of you. Listen, be here tomorrow for Sunday night hangout with Psychic Bob. We'll be taking your questions live and doing psychic readings. I love all of you. Till tomorrow, may all of you always blessed be.